Second Nature for Children is in the house. Coach, how you doing?
As always, man, great, great, great. How was yourself?
Man, I'm doing absolutely great. It looked like, I'm not sure, but it looked like you could made it back from
Yeah,
Crawford.
I'm back. I'm back, man. I'm
Okay,
back.
everything went well.
Yeah, man. Fresh air, good food. Time to get off the wheel,
Okay.
so to speak. You know what I mean? Rejuvenate. So yeah, that's great.
All right, well, great to see you, man. And as the family come in, uh, listen, it's so important that we share this information. And we're going to deal with something tonight as well, dealing with something that a lot of us haven't dealt with. And I see that a lot of people are not tuning in. And I see that we're not sharing. I see that we're not liking. We won't even move the truth. And so, like I said last week, a lie moves faster than the truth. So I guess that's why it's moving a little slow. So I just want to make sure everyone is okay. Make sure you're taking care of your body, doing better with your fitness at least 3 days a week. You get some type of cardio and you beginning to educate yourself more about what you're putting in your body, getting some weight training for your muscle. I'm hoping that with your mental state, are you taking time to sit down by yourself or with someone that you can trust in and begin to see what's going on with your mental state and with meditating and with your spirit. I'm hoping that you're working on your discipline, your self-love, first loving yourself, your consistency, your tenacity to fight through these things that we're going through, that you always have challenges on your journey that you're on. So I hope everyone is doing well. I leave it at that. So as you come in, make sure you subscribe, share, and like. And if you don't like, shoot me a comment and let me know what you didn't like. I love to hear it. I love to hear what you don't like about the truth. I would literally
Mm.
love to hear what you don't like about the truth. So, Coach, I know last week we was talking. You said you had something that you wanted to share before we even get started. I definitely want you to take that time and share what it is that you want to bring to the family before we get started.
Yeah, man. What we? Damn, I lost track of time. Today is what? Sunday. Okay. So the 31st, the Thursday, when I spoke to you and rolled out, right? I head through the West End area, head down towards the Metropolitan. I made a left from Cleveland. Um, and a truck came out of, I think a Yukon came out of some apartments. Are you familiar with Cleveland Avenue? Some apartments
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
Came out there. Then the cops came opposite direction, coming towards me in the turning lane, lights on, so everybody stopped. And he was leaning into the Yukon talking to the person, whatever. I'm like, man, this ain't got nothing to do with me. So let me just, try to get away from this. So I try to ease on out. And I heard, let me see your hands. I'm like, let me see. I said, wait a minute. He looking at my truck. Yeah. I'm like, that's for real? So all right. So I turned my window down and put my hands outside. Came around the truck, opened the door, whatever. Want me to get out the truck? I said, hold, the truck is still in drive. You know what I mean? I put it in park. I said, man, what's going on? He act like he didn't want. I said, what is going on? A vehicle similar to this was involved with a carjacking. I said, okay. I said, this is a 2001 that I had since 2002. So what are you talking about? I guess he didn't believe me. So anyway, I stepped out the vehicle. You know what I had on.
Yeah.
T-shirt, short, some slide. You know what I'm saying? So I got locked eyes with the other officer, the female, and she looked at me, head told her, and you can see the little, I guess, bewilderment. She's like, this don't even look right. You know what I mean? It's okay. She called it in, do whatever you got to do. Another officer pulled up, and he's like, "Is this his truck?" I ain't said nothing. Then he said, "Let's run the plates." I said, "Okay, let's run the plates." Before they did all of that, another call came in saying the vehicle is at Dill and Murphy. Now we're Cleveland and Metropolitan. No one ever asked them a registration, insurance, nothing, man. You know what I mean? And even after all of that, you have ID on you? Yes, I'm driving. I'm supposed to have ID. They run the check. I guess they're looking to see if there's, anything else, any dirt or whatever. Come back clean as I expected. And that was it.
Well, you know what? I'm just glad that you was compliant. That's I'm
Yeah, but my the lesson I learned, and they all look just like you and me. The lesson I learned is that we're guilty until proven
absolutely,
innocent.
absolutely, absolutely.
And
You know,
but and I gotta give kudos to the female because she apologized.
okay,
She
okay,
apologized. The brother, the one time I gotta detain you and all that, ain't said nothing, just took the bracelet off my hand. But the female, she apologized. So I gotta give kudos to her for that. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But we're guilty until proven innocent, man.
And then a lot of times we be talking about how the Europeans or how the other group of people treat us as police officers,
There you go.
and we have to be very careful because
There you
a
go.
lot of times, and I've had incidents where our own people, my own color, has disrespected me, pulling up on me in a way. So it's sad. It's so sad. So I'm hoping that if anyone get pulled over and they know they hadn't done anything, just be compliant and don't feel like just because it's one of us or our color that everything is gonna be all right. Because it could be your worst nightmare dealing with us.
Real
Yeah.
talk, man.
It could be your
Talk.
worst nightmare dealing with us. And the times that I've been pulled over, I had experiences with cops. My worst experience, and I've been pulled over by a Hispanic or European and one of us of our color. And my worst experience has been with us. And that's a fact. So I'm just glad that you was compliant because a lot of these guys, they be out there and they be gun ho. They be gun ho.
Yeah,
And I'm,
yeah.
and, I'm, and I'm talking about us. And when they put that uniform on, a lot of times now, everything belongs to them and they Superman. Not all of them, but I'm telling you the mindset of a lot of them that once they put that uniform on, you know, now they the
Different
master.
ball game.
They the master. So I'm
Yeah,
glad.
man. I said, wow.
Yeah,
My
I'm glad you
first day of
shared
my
that.
vacation, I gotta tell you
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's crazy. And so I'm glad it didn't have
Wow.
to escalate from it so that it messed your vacation up because it could have went another way.
Yeah, yeah, it could have, but I was already in that mode mentally, so I would chill. You know what I mean? Because I know what I'm about to do. I ain't, you know what I mean? But
Okay,
it's like, wow.
okay. I already
So,
know. So I'm glad you shared that. And I hope that, the family can understand that when you get pulled over, just be compliant and know that even if it's us, you still can have a you still can have a rough time with that stop. So be very careful. Absolutely. I appreciate that, coach. I hope it'll help somebody because somebody's gonna get pulled over with dealing with one of us. So just be compliant, my friend. So, coach, I'm glad everything is okay. I'm glad everything is okay. And I'm gonna deal with that mindset a little bit today because I want to talk to you about the number one thing that destroyed the Black community. And we've covered some things in our history and different things like that. But I want to talk about something, and I'm not going to take long with this, coach. But I would one or two people that really reach out to me and let me know that they love our content and they keep pushing forward with it. That the information that we're putting out can literally change their lives. And a lot of us are going through different things in life when I'm trying to explain the reason why. Because I always tell you there's a reason why. So I want to talk to you about the number one thing that destroy the Black community, and that's the subconscious mind.
mm.
Just want you to think about it. That's the subconscious mind of or concerning the part of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but which influence one's actions and feelings. I want us to understand why we're doing certain things, why we're experiencing certain things. I want people to understand the issue because we've never been taught about the mind. We've never dealt with our mental health. And I'm explaining to you right now that one of the biggest things that destroy us as a people, that destroy us as a community, is our subconscious mind. And to destroy it, to break in pieces. A lot of us are broken, believe me, to make useless. A lot of us, we just ain't worth nothing until we get it together mentally. It ruins a lot of us. It spoils a lot of us. It deprives us of life. A lot of us are just existing because we have a heartbeat, but we're not living. And it kills a lot of us. We got to really think about it. This right here is so important. And it's so sad that this truth don't go viral so that it'll help us. But a lot of us don't understand that a lot of us don't see nothing wrong. I put it like that right there because it's been ugly in a lot of our lives for so long till it has just become normal. And we think that it's supposed to be. And the thoughts that exist in your mind is not immediately available to your consciousness. I hope they get this. Sometimes it's called unconscious or the unconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, it contains all of the stored information of everything you have ever experienced.
The experience, yeah. Good, bad, ugly, whatever.
See, this right here is so important because this is so important. That subconscious mind, you have things that's stored in your mind that you're not even aware of, you're not thinking about. And it's everything that you have experienced. So now we're getting ready to understand why we behave a certain way. It allows us to do things we don't have to even think about. We're talking about that subconscious mind. And sometimes we may take things personally, be easy triggered by other people, the way they say something to us from their actions. And we're not understanding where it's coming from. Our sensitivity and our emotional issues are often a result of unhealed trauma. It's a lot of things going on that we haven't healed from. Coach, they got to get this one. If they don't get another one, I'm letting them know what's going on in their life. They got to share this because they know someone that's struggling. And it's how we cope with our emotion challenges that can be impacted by the unsolved pain stored in our unconscious mind. So let me take a look, and I would like for you to take a look at how it's destroying the Black community. I'm going to take a look at it. Remember, I told you there's a reason and there's a why we act a certain way, and unconsciously we show a certain behavior.
True. Okay. Yeah.
So I like for you, and I like for everybody to listen to me just for a second, and just take a look at your life right now. What is it in your subconscious mind that's causing you to self-destruct? Because a lot of us are self-destructing. Are you overeating? Is it something that happened to you where food brings you comfort? This is the time now that we got to start addressing our mental state. It's something. Why are you eating so much? It's something that's in your subconscious mind that have you eating the way you're eating, and there's not an awareness that you are just self-destructing. I slow down because I want them to get it. Is it something that happened where that food that you're eating, or something that you went through when you was younger that you felt confident in when you was going through certain things? What is your subconscious mind? Why are you drinking alcohol so excessive? What's going on? Why are you continuing to do drugs when you know, but not showing an awareness that these things are destroying you? What has happened in your subconscious mind? You're drinking and doing drugs. What is it that you are trying to escape that has happened to you? We got to begin to address these things right here, coach, and we're not addressing them. Are you depressed or unhappy about that relationship that you've been in for a very long time? And why would you stay in something that you know that's not good for you? Why would you stay in it? It's something that has happened to you that has you staying in such a toxic relationship, whether it's a relationship with just what you would call friends, and definitely if you with someone intimacy type of relationship, or even a marriage. Why, if you know it's not good for you, why are you staying in it? And let me ask you something. Sometimes, and you know that's not good for you, have your behavior, and I just heard someone talk, have your behavior in the past been destructive, and now you blaming everyone else because people still keep their distance from you? And it's always their fault.
Their fault.
It's always their fault. Go on, coach, like you got some. What's
No,
up?
all I'm gonna say is, man, um, you talking about the subconscious.
Yes,
Folks
sir.
don't even want to deal with the conscious. You really think they're gonna play back that layer and try to get underneath that? Well, I'm saying that I ought to say that that's accountability, man. That's you trying to be better. That's you trying to face whatever it is you want to call it. I got to do better than this because I deserve to be better than this. That's you facing all that stuff that you had bottled into. So I'm saying, so folks don't even want to face what's on the surface. On the surface now. So when you're talking about peeling back them layers and trying to go underneath and pull that stuff up, man. Hey, man.
And that's and I'm gonna tell you something. And like I titled this right here, coach, that's the number one thing. And I was trying to think of something else that's really hurting us as a people. And I'm not just talking about in what they will call, well, I'm working at with children and families in what they will call the low income community. I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
yeah, I know you're talking about.
I'm talking about that man and woman who can make
Yeah.
millions of dollars or who can hit a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
dollar.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What I'm
yeah.
saying, you can see how someone is moving, and you're like, okay, all right, you got some stuff going on with you.
You know,
It might not look like that to somebody else, but yeah, there's some stuff right there. So yeah, I know it's from A to Z. It has no borders or no boundaries as far as top, middle, lower class, or financials. Nah, we talking about human beings. We talking about life, man.
for everyone. And that's why last week I asked you, I say, have you ever really heard of the personalization, the realization, these different disorders that we're walking around with, and they haven't been addressed because we haven't went to get ourselves checked. A lot of us, coach, are walking around with bipolar. That's why a lot of times, you know, you can talk to someone one while and they be in a certain mood. You can go away for an hour or two and come back. You wouldn't even believe that was the same person you were just
In
chilling,
person.
talking to, especially if you're in a relationship. And then you wondering why y'all bickering so much, why y'all bickering so much, and not understand that one of you all or both of you all could have a disorder that's changing your mood swings and you really don't even realize it because we haven't been checked. And what I'm doing is doing all of this research. I've been doing it for years because I've been studying the Black community. I've been studying us as a people. And a lot of us are dealing with mental illness, mental issues, mental disorders that have not been addressed. And it's coming from our mental state and it's coming from our subconscious because the way we are behaving is something that has happened to a lot of us, even if we're just following a custom or formality. It's something that we are not being aware of that's causing us to do certain things. And that's why when you have to go into some type of rehab, that's why they try to tap into your family history. You know, history
History and
is
all, yeah.
everything. Your history, yeah, they trying to figure out what's wrong, what's happening. And so I just want the family to begin to think about, wow, what's going on in my subconscious that has me either drinking too much, doing drugs, overeating? Why am I not taking care of myself? You know, so that's something that's so profound to me. And the information that if they can sit down with an advisor or sit down with themselves, because a lot of us know what happened to us in our past. Well, everybody know what happened to you in your past. Some people try to suppress it by eating drugs or alcohol because they don't want to think about it because it hurt them so bad. But a lot of them need to address it, and they don't understand that if they do that, it'll definitely make them feel better. It'll put them in a better place because you're where you are right now, whether you know it or not, because of your decision making and because of your thinking. And so I want everyone to truly think about that subconscious if you're not taking care of yourself physically. If you are not taking care of yourself physically, it's something that you're dealing with in your subconscious that you need to resolve and get it together so you can begin to take care of yourself because your life is all you have. You lose it, you lose it all. So I'm not understanding. And why you're not taking care of yourself, only you can sit down and figure it out what happened to you as a youngin, now what's going on in your life. But we got to start doing better as a people, and we got to start healing from the inside out. Everyone is trying to make the outside look good. Every time I look around, see all the weave, see all the lashes, see all the makeup.
The glam, yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
all
yeah.
the glam. And Sister Nene Leaks, I saw a picture of her the other day from the Housewives.
Mm.
She have literally redone it all.
Huh?
She have literally, you wouldn't even, if they put both of her pictures up, wow. What happened to you? It's just like the Michael Jackson syndrome a lot of times. What happened to you that will make you just change your whole appearance with surgery? It's something that you're dealing with, and the problem is here. And that's something, Coach, that we have never, that I've known since I've been here in this earth, dealt with, and that's our mental health. And from now on, I'm going to always address our mental, our physical, and our spiritual. I'm going to always, because there's a fact that if you begin to address these areas in your life for the better, they'll change your life. I don't care what you hear on YouTube. I don't care what you hear on this social media. I don't care what nobody tell you. All that religion thing. Let me tell you something. Guy at the gym, great conversation with him. Talking to another guy, and I could tell that he was a Christian, and he made the comment that, how did he put it? Because I don't want to misquote him. Jesus and in the Bible, as long as you live by the Bible and what's in the Bible, you'll be okay. Jesus is the only way. This is his thought. So I've heard long time ago, many years ago, a person who only know one book knows nothing. Those same principles, when you begin to look at the Quran, anything dealing with Judaism, anything dealing with Buddhism,
it's the same principle.
You got the same. So
principle.
Yeah. So I'm trying to let him know, just because you may be incarcerated into one book and one belief, that's your belief, and it's okay if you're living those principles. But young man, those principles are in other books. So I'm trying to explain to him, and I didn't want to hit him too hard, because if he's trying to live a good life, if he believes that Jesus is the way, then if that's going to happen, no problem. But I'm not going to let you walk out of here thinking that without Jesus, you can't make it, because there's too many people that's making it without the belief in Jesus. You understand? Because you got to understand,
I got you.
When you look at the three, what they call the three major religions, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Christianity is the baby of them.
Yeah.
So even Judaism and Islam, they don't look at Jesus the way the Christians would look at Jesus, and they was here first. And here's another fact when it comes to religion. You can pull up other beliefs and other religions that have similar things that are recorded that the Christians read about Jesus. For the December 25th, born of a virgin.
Yeah. I remember that list you give us. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So it lets you know that it's just another story along the way, because there were other deities and saviors before Jesus. But if they just lock you in and incarcerate your mind to one book because that's all you know, then a lot of times, once you begin to open your mind to see other things, if you're open, then wow, it'll enlighten you to some things. But then if you're not open, then you'll go into a denial. And so I let that conversation go with him, because I see that he was incarcerated into Christianity. And when I'm talking religion with people, I don't do beliefs. Anybody can have their belief. I do facts. And even the Christian sector, because now they're recorded as the largest group of people. Well, it's because you got so many Christian denominations, where you got over 45,000 different Christian denominations, and a lot of them look at Jesus in a different light. All of them can't even agree. That's a fact. So how you go? So which Jesus do you go with? Because you are telling me that you all are Christians, but you all are interpreting the scriptures different. That's a problem. Had another conversation telling the guys in the gym, why are you coming into the gym slamming the weights all over the place? Just tearing the place up, just being destructive. Had that conversation. I'm gonna take this out, Coach. See what's going on right here. Do you see anything on the screen? Okay, I just want to make sure you don't see anything on the screen. I don't know if it's gonna pop up.
Oh yeah. Anything abnormal? No. Everything's straight.
Okay. So what we have to do too, and I'm gonna do a show on this right here, because we're gonna have to be reprogrammed about some things. We're gonna have to be reprogrammed, and so
well, and from the outside looking in, yeah, that's great. But if you're in that position where you need to be reprogrammed and you don't even realize that, how are you gonna gravitate to that? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just like you talk about the subconscious. I'm saying stuff that's on the top surface, right there. Folks are not even gravitating to that. So what's gonna make them dig deeper to get all that stuff out so they can get rid of that clutter? You know what I mean? And put some
absolutely.
brand new stuff that's beneficial. What's gonna make them do that? Like you talk about the response and lack thereof. I mean, it seems like it has to be on the all the media. It has to be broadcasted. It has to be every which way before we pay attention to it. You know what I mean? But that's just what I see.
And now that you and I have been on and you saying that, that's why from the beginning when we started, I was telling you, in our lifetime, we won't see it, especially us coming together. So, like I say a little earlier, we have a couple of people that really say, they enjoy the show and they really doing this and that. So, that one or two, hopefully we spark something with that one or two and keep it going.
Mm.
But further as a massive group right now, it just won't happen no time soon because that was so powerful today about the subconscious mind that a lot of people don't realize that they're experiencing and going through so many things in life right now because they haven't addressed some things that has either happened to them or either are they chemically unbalanced about something. See, it's certain things that we have never even heard about, these different disorders that we may be dealing with. We won't even go check. We won't even, because a lot of us think, like I say, we've been in such a turmoil for so long till it has just become normal to us. And so making that
Mm.
change, yeah, making that change of mind, man, it's a lot of work to do. And that's why I just put this information out. But that's why every day I work with these children. That's why I'm not doing no classes with no grown folks unless they come to me for help. If they show me that they want help, that's the only way I will help. But trying to start up something for grown folks, I'm trying to pull you in. Even now, the rehab centers and things. If you take someone to a rehab center and try to get them in, them people at their front desk, they're gonna ask that person, hey, do you want to be here? Do you want to go?
True.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it was a time they tried to force you in and try to work with you, but even
Mm.
they can learn over the years. If somebody don't want to learn something, there ain't nothing we can do to help them. So that's why every day, coach, every day, I'm working with young people to help change that mindset. I know they still got to go back home to a certain mindset, social media, and then here it is. What's so sad? We don't even have enough people to support the organization that will. We got enough to do it, but that's conscious enough to see, hey, if he's doing the work, I need to find some type of way to support his organization. Let me investigate it. But now I can guarantee you this. I can guarantee you this. If I was on here scheming, pulling a scam, working to fool my people, I promise you I can get paid because I see it every day. And it really trips me out to see how someone comes on, can speak articulate and just really pull us in and take all our money and get nothing done for the Black community. And that's why I say, as a people, we don't know the difference between what's real and the flea market. We just don't know. So I hate to see it, but I hope everyone understands that the number one thing that destroy the Black community and us as individuals, because we're not addressing the things of our subconscious, and it's making us feel a certain way and it's bringing out a certain behavior. So anytime you need my help, anytime you want to talk to me, there's my information right there. I just gave it to you. I'm letting you know what you need to do to really check on yourself. You got to work on your mental state. I'm always coming with the mind, body, and soul. If you need my help, once again, there's my information. Coach, I'm done with it. My door is open to him. You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm done.
Man, I keep saying over and over again, that's one of the reasons why I got to get up out of here periodically. I don't know nobody else, but I gotta have a different scenery on a whole different landscape, preferably a whole different country. You know what I mean? Because for me, that makes a difference. Outlet, everyone's outlet is different. You know, that's great for me. It might not be for you. You know what I mean? But that doesn't hurt me. It enhances me. So whatever it is your outlet is, make sure it's not hurting you. It's enhancing you. You know what I mean? Because we all different. Don't be afraid, man, to tap into that stuff that you've been, compacting all these years and acting like it don't exist. You got to chip away little by little, man. I know it's gonna be, you know, a great deal to deal with all of that at one time. But little by little, man, just chip away, man. You know what I mean? And see what you can do. And if you need help, like a man said, reach out. You know what I mean? That's the best I can do, man. But you have to want to be better, man, and do better. It starts with you, man. It starts with you. No one can want that more for you than yourself. So it's on you, man.
All right, coach, you gave it to them. It's on them, just like you said, it's on them. Like, share, subscribe, and until the next time, take care of yourself, family. And I'll holler at you, coach.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yes, sir.